and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Marchant Johnson, and I'm here with a very special guest, and we have a wonderful invitation for you to join us for an upcoming event called the Man Panel, where you get to learn all kinds of important things about men and how you can have better relationships with them. It's free to join, but you do need to register by clicking on the link below. And one of our guests here today, Dave Elliott, and I just recorded a interview for this upcoming event. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you so much. It's great to be back. I don't know how you do it. Every time I've interviewed with you a bunch of times now, and I think that one that we just did might be the best of the bunch. They keep getting better. I don't know how you do it. Amazing. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Dave. And I think it's because you and I have a connection because we have developed a relationship over the years. And I think also we're both going deeper with our work and doing really important work with our clients. And so I think that lends itself to us having really important conversations. And so you're to be complimented for what you're doing too, Dave. And thank you so much for your contribution. It means a lot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Likewise. Thank you.
Yeah, so Dave, his main website is legendaryloveforlife.com. Who doesn't want that? Legendary Love for Life. Woo!
Shameless product.
And Dave, I wonder if you can just share with us an important concept or idea that might be valuable to our listeners today. And then we'll invite them to join us for the Man Panel event to hear your full interview as well as the interviews from the other experts.
Right. So we talked about some great stuff today. I love that we talked about kind of finding the invisible wounds hiding in plain sight. But also one of the things that we talked about also is for the ladies who are watching this panel, do something for themselves that I suggest that they do on dates. One of the things I talk about on a date is the second date formula, where you see the greatness in the person that you're meeting with. And what that looks like is to say, ask yourself the question, what do I really like or respect or appreciate or acknowledge about this man? And, whether it's a 30-minute coffee date and you never see him again, or it's the first night of the rest of your lives together, there's got to be something great. And so the assignment I give is like, you can't get up and leave until you give them 3 specific, meaningful compliments. I love the fact that you're, take care of your health. I love the fact that you are an entrepreneur, you work so hard, or you're so committed, or you do volunteer in the community, or you're a great dad, whatever it is that you see and you notice and you appreciate about them. And so I think that makes for way better dates. And everyone, you get to leave the experience, leaving people better than you found them, even if it's not going to be the person you're going to continue dating. And now I'm suggesting also do that for yourself. Like, what do you like, respect, acknowledge, appreciate, notice about you? Like, what's really great? I think most people are so incredibly hard on themselves. When we talked in the interview a lot about, guilt and shame and how corrosive they are and how it gets in the way of having the quality of life that frankly you deserve. And if you're here watching this interview and taking part in this man panel, I know that it tells me about you. It tells me you want more. And again, we talked about the fact that people who want to create more love in the world, especially for themselves and for others. So if that's the worst thing anyone says about you, that's a pretty great thing. So give yourself that love, give yourself that appreciation, give yourself that acknowledgement that you're maybe not perfect. You maybe not right where no one is, by the way. You might not be exactly where you are at this moment in time, especially in the area of relationship. But if you're here with us, you'll be there soon enough. So keep doing the work. Um, so yeah, just take that on, and it's much better choice than to be sitting in guilt or shame or fear or those kinds of more toxic emotions. If you get into a state of gratitude, it's, by the way, really attractive. People who are in gratitude and who are appreciative of themselves, and they start to show up on dates knowing their value. Well, now that's kind of a game changer. So I suggest it regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. And the more we can see the good in ourselves and the more we can see the good in other people, even if we feel like we're digging for that gold a little bit, the more we tend to attract more of that goodness into our lives. I really do believe that. I really do believe that it brings more positive energy, more positive people, people that are vibrating at a higher level energetically into our lives. So I think it's a really powerful concept, and it's a more fun way to date and go through life. Let's just say that,
Yeah,
right?
intentional. I mean, what you put out into the universe is going to come back to you essentially in some form. So if you're going to put out gratitude, if you're going to put out grace, if you're going to put out kindness, you're going to put out love, those things will come back to you. But if you're going to, put out complaints, and judgment and all those things, then that'll come back to you too. So, when you get intentional about what kind of life is it that I want to create, I think it's a pretty simple choice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Dave. And I really want to invite everybody to click on the link below and register for the Man Panel. It's free to register and to join us, but you do have to opt in order to get access to the videos. And Dave and I recorded an interview that I think is really important and can really make a difference in your love life and help you to understand, if you haven't found love yet, what might be going on and how you can have a breakthrough in that area. So thank you again, Dave. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Look forward to it every time. Thank you.
And thanks everybody for joining us. We hope to see you soon on the Man Panel. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel too. I really appreciate it. That helps me and my guests. Thanks. Bye-bye for now.